My name is Amber Reynolds. There are 3 things you should know about me. First, I am in a coma. Second, my husband doesn't love me anymore. And third, sometimes I lie. It is dark here, not the kind of darkness you experience when you close your eyes at night, waiting for sleep to pull you under. That darkness is texture. It has the warmth of a duvet, the distant hum of traffic, the rhythmic breathing of a partner beside you. This darkness is different. It is absolute. It is a void that has swallowed me whole, erasing the boundaries of my body. I don't know where my fingers end and the air begins. I don't know if my eyes are open or closed, though I suspect they are closed because the world is a uniform, suffocating black. I can hear them, though. That is the cruelty of this state. My mind is a trapped bird, beating its wings against the cage of my skull, fully awake, fully aware, while my body is a heavy, useless anchor dragging me down to the bottom of the ocean. I hear the beep, that incessant rhythmic beep. It marks time. It slices the silence into seconds, proving that time is still passing, even if I am not participating in it. Beep, beep, beep. It is the heartbeat of a machine because my own heart is too weak to tell its own story. I try to move. I send the command from my brain to my hand. Clench a fist. It's a simple instruction, one I have performed millions of times without a second thought. I visualize the synapses firing, the electrical signal racing down my spine, through my shoulder, down the arm, to the fingers. Clench. Nothing happens. There is no sensation of movement, no feedback. It is like shouting into a canyon and hearing no echo. I try to wiggle a toe. Nothing. I try to open my mouth, to scream, to let out a guttural roar that will shatter this terrifying stillness. Wake up. I'm in here. Silence. I am a statue. I am a piece of furniture in a sterile room. I am a problem to be managed, a body to be washed, a chart to be updated. She looks peaceful. A voice says. It's a woman's voice. Unfamiliar, professional but tired. A nurse. She's lucky to be alive. A man's voice replies. This one I know. This one sends a shiver through my paralyzed soul. It's Paul, my husband, but his voice lacks the warmth it used to have. It sounds flat, hollow. Is he sad? Is he relieved? Or is he just acting? The swelling needs to go down, the nurse says. The sound of shoes squeaking on linoleum, the rustle of sheets. I feel a hand on my wrist. It's cold, or maybe I'm cold. I can't tell. Talk to her. They say hearing is the last thing to go. They say they might still hear us, even in there. I can hear you. I scream in the silence of my mind. I can hear every word. I can hear the air conditioning. I can hear the scratch of your pen on the chart. I can hear the lie in my husband's breathing. Hey, Amber, Paul says. His voice is closer now. I imagine him leaning over the bed. I try to picture his face. Is he crying? Is he looking at me with that look he's had lately? The one that says I am a burden he is too polite to drop? I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. Liar. He wants to go. I can smell it on him. Not just a desire to leave the hospital, but the desire to leave us, to leave me. He smells of stale coffee and anxiety. But underneath that, there is something else. A faint, lingering scent that doesn't belong to him. It's not my perfume. It's floral, cloying, cheap. I've smelled it on his shirts before. I've smelled it in our car. I want to open my eyes and glare at him. I want to grab his collar and demand the truth, but I am driftwood. I am floating in a sea of anesthesia and trauma. What happened? The question floats up from the depths. I try to retrace my steps. The memory is fragmented, like a mirror smashed on the floor. I see shards, but I can't see the reflection. I remember a car. I remember the rain, heavy, relentless rain that turned the world into a blur of gray and neon. I remember the cold, And I remember fear, not the fear of crashing, not the fear of the road. It was a specific, targeted fear. I was afraid of him, or was I? Memory is a slippery thing. It changes shape when you look at it too hard, like a dream that dissolves the moment you wake up. Did we fight? Yes, we were fighting. I remember the tension in the car, thick enough to choke on. I remember looking at his hands on the steering wheel. His knuckles were white. He was angry. Paul is rarely angry. He is the calm one, the steady one. I am the volatile element. I am the fire to his water. But that night, the water was boiling. Then a flash of light, a sound of tearing metal, the world spinning. And then, here, the beep, the darkness. I have to go to work, Paul says to the nurse. But I'll be back tonight. Call me if anything changes. Of course, Mr. Reynolds. We'll take good care of her. I feel a brush of lips against my forehead. It feels dry, perfunctory, a Judas kiss. Don't leave me, I think. Don't leave me alone with my thoughts. They are dangerous. They are not to be trusted. But he walks away. The footsteps fade. The door clicks shut. And I am alone in the box. This is my reality now. I am a prisoner in my own body. And because I have nothing else to do, no other place to go, I have to go backward. I have to return to the days before the darkness. I have to figure out how I ended up here. Because I have a suspicion, a dark, gnawing suspicion, that this was an accident. People think comas are peaceful. They think it's just a long sleep. They are wrong. It is a theater of the mind. And the play that is running on a loop is a tragedy. I need to tell you about my life. But you have to remember the rules. I am damaged. My mind is not a reliable narrator. I might tell you things that didn't happen. I might hide things that did. I'm not doing it to be malicious. It's just a survival mechanism. Sometimes the truth is too sharp to hold. So we wrap it in layers of fabrication until it's soft enough to carry. Let's go back. Let's go back to the week before the crash. Back to when I could walk and talk and lie with my eyes open. It was December. The kind of December that feels less like a festive season and more like a test of endurance. The sky was a permanent sheet of bruised purple and gray, hanging low over London, threatening snow but delivering only freezing rain. I worked in radio. I am a presenter, though that title implies a glamour that my life severely lacks. I am the voice you listen to when you are stuck in traffic, the background noise to your breakfast. I am Amber in the morning, cheerful, witty, relatable. That is the first lie. I am not cheerful. I am certainly not relatable. The week before the accident, I was sitting in the studio watching the on-air light glow red. It's a color that usually gives me a thrill, a hit of dopamine. But that week, it felt like a warning light. My co-host Matthew was talking about Christmas shopping. He was laughing at his own jokes, a sound that grated on my nerves like sandpaper. Matthew is 25, beautiful and vacuous. He is the future of radio. I am 35, tired and invisible. So Amber, he chirped, turning those perfect teeth toward me. Have you bought Paul's present yet? Or are you one of those last-minute shoppers? I leaned into the microphone. I put on the voice. The voice is smooth, warm, inviting. It is a mask I wear for 3 hours a day. Oh, you know me, Matt. I'm organized. Paul is sorted. But I can't say what it is in case he's listening. I laughed. He laughed. The listeners presumably laughed. Paul wasn't listening. Paul never listens to my show anymore. He says it interferes with his writing. He writes novels that nobody buys. He sits in his study at home, staring at a screen, while I go out and earn the money that pays a mortgage. It used to be a partnership. I believed in his genius. He believed in my talent. Now, it feels like a transaction where both parties are getting ripped off. I hadn't bought him a present. I didn't know what to buy a man who looked through me like I was made of glass. When the show ended, I took off the headphones and felt the crushing weight of reality return. I walked out of the booth, grabbing my bag. I needed to get out. The station felt claustrophobic. Amber, it was my boss, Dee. She was marching down the corridor, clipboard in hand. Dee is terrifying. She is a woman who has sacrificed everything for her career and expects everyone else to do the same. "Can I have a quick word?" she asked. It wasn't a question. We stepped into her office. It smelled of expensive candles and fear. "Sit down," she said. I sat. My stomach did a slow roll. "We're making some changes to the morning lineup in the new year," Dee said, not looking at me. She was arranging papers on her desk. "We feel the show needs a refresh. More energy, a younger demographic." I knew it was coming. I had felt it coming for months. The sidelong glances, the reduced airtime, the way Matthew was slowly being positioned as the lead. "Am I being fired?" I asked. My voice didn't sound like the voice. It sounded small. No, Dee said, finally looking up. Her smile was tight. "We're moving you. The late night slot. Amber after dark. It's a great opportunity to do more in-depth interviews. Less pop music, more conversation. Late night, the graveyard shift. The slot where careers go to die. It's where they put you before they put you out to pasture." "I see," I said. "It starts in January," she said. "Think of it as a fresh start." I walked out of the office feeling numb. A fresh start. That's what they call it when they erase you. I walked to the tube station in the rain. I stood on the platform, watching the rats scurry along the tracks. I felt a kinship with them, scavenging for scraps in the dark. I needed to talk to someone. I needed my sister, Claire. Claire is everything I am not. She is disorganized, chaotic, messy, and endlessly lovable. She is the favorite. Our parents try to hide it, but children know. Children are like dogs. They can smell preference. Claire was a golden child, the one who could do no wrong, even when she was setting the curtains on fire. I was the sensible one, the difficult one, the one who watched. I called her. "Amber." She answered on the first ring. She sounded breathless. "I'm just making a cake. It's a disaster. I think I used salt instead of sugar. Can I come over?" I asked. "Now?" "Oh, sweetie, I'm a mess. And the kids are screaming. Is everything okay?" "I'm fine." I lied. "Just wanted to see you. Paul called," she said. I froze. "Paul called you? Why?" "He was looking for you. Said you weren't answering your mobile." I checked my phone. 5 missed calls. I had put it on silent during the meeting with Dee. "I was in a meeting," I said. "What did he want?" "He sounded weird, Amber. Is everything okay with you two?" "We're fine," I said. Another lie. We were building a cathedral of lies, brick by brick. Why did he sound weird? He asked if he had been drinking. The accusation hit me like a slap. "I haven't had a drink in 2 years, Claire. You know that." I know. I told him that, but he seemed worried. He said, "You've been acting strange lately. Forgetful. Mood swings. Gaslighting. It's a trendy word now, but the experience is old and visceral. It's the slow erosion of your reality. It's being told the sky is green until you stop trusting your own eyes. Paul, I've been doing it for months. Small things at first. Moving my keys and claiming I lost them. Denying conversations we definitely had. I'm not drinking," I said firmly. "He's just stressed about his book." "Okay," Claire said. "Well, come over if you want, but it's chaos here. I'll go home," I said. I should talk to him. I hung up. I didn't want to go home. Home was a battlefield where the weapons were silence and sighs. I got on the train. I stared at my reflection in the dark window. I looked tired. I looked like a woman, who was losing her grip. Maybe Paul was right. Maybe I was losing it. I remember the diary. I started keeping a diary when I was 10. It was my only friend, my only confidant. I wrote down everything. The things I saw, the things I felt, the things I did. 1992, December. The girl next door is called Taylor. She has red hair and she smells like strawberries. She told me she wants to be my best friend. I don't know if I trust her. Mom says I have to be nice. But Taylor has eyes like a doll. Dead eyes. She smiled at me today, and it looked like she was showing her teeth. That was the beginning of the end. I shook the memory away. I was in the present. I was an adult. I was safe. But as the train rattled through the tunnels, I didn't feel safe. I felt like I was 10 years old again, standing on the edge of something terrible, waiting for the push. I got home. The house was dark. Hall's car was in the driveway. I unlocked the door. Paul, silence. I walked into the kitchen. There was a note on the counter. Went for a walk. Don't wait up. A walk in the freezing rain. At 7 p.m., I crumbled the note and threw it in the bin. I poured a glass of water. My hand was shaking. I looked at the wine rack. A bottle of Merlot sat there, gathering dust. It called to me. It whispered that it could make the noise in my head stop. No, I went upstairs. I went into the spare room, my sanctuary. I opened the bottom drawer of the desk. It was gone. My diary, the old one, the one from 1992. I tore the drawer out. I checked the others. Nothing. Someone had taken it. Paul? Why would Paul want a diary written by a 10-year-old girl? Unless he was looking for ammunition. Unless he was looking for the secrets I had buried so deep, I had almost forgotten of myself. I sat on the floor, panic rising in my chest like bile. He knows. He knows what I did. I am back in the hospital bed. The panic of the memory fades, replaced by the dull, throbbing ache of my physical reality. My body feels heavy, like it's filled with lead shot. I try to focus on the sounds again. The beep is steady. The air conditioning hums. Someone is in the room. It's not Paul. It's not the nurse. The footsteps are different, lighter, hesitant. Amber? It's Claire, my sister. I want to cry. If I could cry, tears would be streaming down my temples into my ears. Claire is here. Claire will fix this. Claire always fixes it. She is the fixer. I am the breaker. Oh, God. Amber, she whispers. I feel her hand on mine. Her skin is rough. She's been washing her hands too much again. She has OCD. She scrubs her skin until it's raw. It's her way of trying to control a chaotic world. You look so small. She pulls a chair close to the bed. I can smell her. She smells of vanilla and baby wipes. The smell of motherhood. The smell of safety. Paul called me. She says, her voice trembling. He told me about the accident. He said you were driving like a maniac. He said you were screaming at him. Liar. I wasn't screaming. I was crying. I was begging. I don't believe him, Claire says, as if she can hear my thoughts. I know you, AM. You're the best driver I know. You're cautious. You're boringly cautious. She squeezes my hand. The doctors say you're stable, but they don't know when you'll wake up. They call it Glasgow Coma Scale. You're a 3. That's low, Amber. That's the lowest. A 3. I am a number. I am a statistic. But you're a fighter, she continues. Remember when we were kids? Remember when Taylor pushed you off the wall? You broke your arm, but you didn't cry. You just stood up and stared at her until she cried. Taylor, why does everyone keep bringing up the past? The past is a graveyard. We shouldn't go digging there. I found something, Claire whispers. Her voice drops lower. conspiring. She leans in close to my ear. I went to your house to get some things for you. Pajamas, toiletries. Paul wasn't there. He was out, always out. I went into your spare room, Claire says. The drawer was open. There were papers everywhere. It looked like someone had tossed the room. My heart rate monitor must be speeding up. Beep, beep, beep. Can she hear it? Can she tell I'm listening? I found a letter, she says. It was under the rug, like someone dropped it or hid it. It was addressed to you, from Paul. A letter? Paul doesn't write letters. He writes emails. He writes texts. He writes novels. He doesn't write letters. I read it, Amber. I'm sorry. I had to. She pauses. I can hear her breathing hitch. He's leaving you, she says. The words hang in the air like smoke. The letter, it said he's done. He said he knows about the pills. He said he knows you're not really sick. He said he can't live with the lies anymore. The pills. I feel a cold spike of adrenaline. I haven't told you about the pills yet. That's another thing I should mention. I have trouble sleeping. I have trouble dealing with the noise in my head. So I take things, just to quiet the world down, just to turn down the volume. But Paul thinks I'm an addict. Or maybe he just uses that as an excuse. He's going to use it against you, Claire says. In the divorce, he's going to say you're unfit. He wants the house. Amber, he wants everything. She strokes my hair. It feels nice, but also terrifying, because if Paul wants to destroy me, he has all the ammunition he needs. But don't worry, Claire says. Her voice changes. It becomes harder, less like the frantic mother, more like the sister who stared down bullies in the playground. I won't let him. I have the diary. My mental scream is deafening. You have it? I found it in his car, she says. It was in the glove box. Why did he have your old diary? Em, what is he looking for? She knows the answer. We both know the answer. The diary contains the truth about 1992, the truth about the fire, the truth about what happened to Taylor. If Paul reads that diary, if he really reads it, he won't just divorce me. He'll send me to prison. I took it, Claire says. I have it. It's safe. I won't let him read it. I promise. She stands up. I have to go. The kids are with the neighbor, but I'll be back. I'm going to fix this. Amber, just like always. She kisses my cheek again. Wake up soon. We have to get our story straight. She leaves. Get our story straight. That phrase echoes in the darkness. It implies complicity. It implies guilt. Claire isn't just protecting me. She's protecting herself. Because whatever happened in 1992, we did it together. The monitor beeps steadily. I am trapped in the present, terrified of the future and haunted by the past. I need to tell you about 1992. I need to tell you about Taylor. Because if you don't understand Taylor, you won't understand why I'm the way I am. You won't understand why I lie. I was 10. Taylor was 11. She was beautiful, cruel, and captivating. She was a sun, and I was a planet caught in her gravity. Diary entry. January 10th, 1992. Taylor came over today. We played dolls. She pulled the head off my favorite Barbie. She said it was an accident, but she smiled when she did it. She said Barbie looked better that way. She said broken things are more interesting. Taylor taught me how to lie. She taught me that truth is boring. Truth is for people who don't have imagination. Tell your mom we were at the park, she would say, her eyes glittering. Tell her we saw a dead dog. Make her cry. It's fun to see them cry. I didn't want to make my mom cry, but I wanted Taylor to like me. So I lied. I told the story. I added details. The maggots, the smell. I watched my mother's face crumble with pity, and I felt powerful. Taylor clapped. Good job, Amber. You're a natural liar. But Taylor pushed it too far. She didn't just want to tell stories. She wanted to make them happen. I drift back to the hospital room. The door opens again. Heavy footsteps. Paul is back. He doesn't speak this time. He pulls up the chair. He sits. I can hear him breathing. It's ragged, agitated. I know you can hear me, he whispers. His voice is right against my ear. It sounds menacing. Claire took the diary. I know she did, but it doesn't matter. I read enough. My heart stops, or it feels like it does. I know what you did, Amber, he says. I know about the girl. I know about the fire. He stands up. You think you're the victim here, he says. You've always played the victim, but we both know the truth. You're the monster. He leans over me. I can feel his breath on my face. And monsters don't deserve happy endings. He walks to the machine, the one that beeps, the one that breathes for me. I hear a click. I could end it, he whispers. Right now, I could just unplug it, and it would be over. Everyone would think it was a tragedy. Poor Amber. She never woke up. I try to scream. I try to thrash. I try to open my eyes and stare him down, but I am stone. But that's too easy, he says. I want you to wake up. I want you to face it. I want to watch you lose everything. He pats my cheek. Hard, almost a slap. Sleep tight, darling. He leaves. I am alone in the dark, but now the darkness is full of teeth. He knows. He hates me, and he is waiting for me to wake up so he can destroy me. I have to escape. But how do you escape when you can't move? How do you run when your legs are dead? I have to use my mind. It's the only weapon I have left. I have to remember. I have to go back to the car. I have to remember exactly what happened in those final seconds before the crash. Because there is something I am missing. A detail, a sound, a shadow. I remember the rain. I remember the argument. Flashback, the car, 10 minutes before the crash. You're paranoid, Paul shouted. He was gripping the wheel. I'm not having an affair. I smell her. I scream back. I smell her on you. It's nothing. It's from a co-worker. We hug for her birthday. You're lying. You always lie. I lie. I lie. He laughed. It was a cruel sound. That's rich coming from you, Amber. Miss, I invented my entire childhood. Miss, I don't know why my sister is afraid of me. Shut up. No, I'm done. I'm leaving you, Amber. As soon as we get home, I'm packing a bag. You can't leave me. Watch me. He looked at me. His eyes were cold. And then the shadow. In the middle of the road, a figure, standing in the rain. Paul swerved. Look out! I screamed. The car spun. The world tilted. But the figure, I saw it for a split second before the glass shattered. It wasn't a stranger. It was a woman, wearing a yellow raincoat. I know that raincoat. It belongs to Claire. My mind reels in the darkness. Claire? Standing in the middle of a country road, in the pouring rain at night? It's impossible. It's madness. Why would my sister be there? Was she trying to stop us? Was she trying to kill us? No. Claire is the fixer. Claire is a protector. She wouldn't hurt me, but the memory is vivid. The yellow raincoat, the hood pulled up, the way she stood, immobile, calm, watching the headlights barrel toward her like she was welcoming the impact. Maybe I'm hallucinating. Coma dreams. My brain is firing random neurons, stitching together fears and memories into a tapestry of nonsense. But what if I'm not? What if Claire knew Paul was leaving me? What if she knew he had the diary? If Paul read the diary, he knows about us. He knows the secret that binds Claire and me together. A secret so dark it would ruin both our lives. Maybe Claire wasn't trying to kill me. Maybe she was trying to kill him. The machine beeps. Beep, beep, beep. It sounds like a countdown. I need to go back further. I need to understand the root of the rot. I need to take you to 1992, to the fire. Diary entry. August 21st, 1992. It's hot today. The kind of hot that makes the tarmac sticky. Taylor is bored. Taylor being bored is dangerous. She has a box of matches. She says fire is alive. She says it eats like a hungry animal. We were in the old barn behind Taylor's house. It was full of dry hay and old newspapers. A tinderbox waiting for a spark. Do it, Taylor said. She held the matchbox out to me. I don't want to, I said. I was scared. Don't be a baby, Amber. Just light one, just to see what happens. She smiled. That sharp, doll-like smile. If you don't do it, I'll tell everyone you still wet the bed. I didn't wet the bed, but Taylor could make people believe anything. She had a way of whispering lies until they became truth. I took the match. I struck it. The flame flared up, yellow and blue. It was beautiful, mesmerizing. Drop it, Taylor whispered. I dropped it. The hay caught instantly. It didn't start slow. It whooshed. The fire climbed the walls like a living thing, hungry and fast. Run, Taylor laughed. She ran out of the barn. I stood there for a second, watching the flames. I felt strange, not scared, excited. The heat on my face, the crackle of the wood. It felt like power. Then I ran. We hid in the bushes and watched the fire trucks come. We watched the barn collapse. We watched Taylor's dad crying. We did that, Taylor whispered, squeezing my hand. It's our secret, forever. But it wasn't just a barn. There was a dog in there, a stray dog we'd been feeding. I remembered it too late. I remember the barking, then the whining, then the silence. I cried that night. I cried until I threw up. Taylor didn't cry. She came to school the next day wearing a new ribbon in her hair, looking fresh and happy. Why are you sad? She asked me in the playground. The dog, I whispered. What dog? She said, her eyes wide and innocent. There was no dog, Amber. You're imagining things. That was the first time I realized that reality was negotiable. If you denied something hard enough, if you lied with enough conviction, you could erase the truth. I returned to the hospital bed. The memory of the fire makes me feel hot. Even though my skin is cold, I hear voices in the corridor. A doctor. She's responding to stimuli. The doctor says, her pupils are dilating. The brain activity is increasing. She might be waking up. Panic. Pure, undistilled panic. I can't wake up. Not yet. If I wake up, Paul is waiting. He's waiting to leave me, to expose me. If I wake up, I have to explain the accident. I have to explain why I saw my sister in the road. If I wake up, the safety of the silence is gone. I try to force my brain to shut down, go back to sleep, go back to the dark. But the body has its own agenda. I feel a twitch in my finger, a real one this time. A spark of electricity shooting down my nerve. My eyelid flutters. Did you see that? The nurse asks. She's coming round. The doctor says, get her husband. He's in the waiting room. No, not him. Don't bring him in. I try to scream and no, but my throat is a rusted pipe. A dry croak escapes my lips. She's trying to speak. The nurse says, footsteps. Running. Paul bursts into the room. Amber? I force my eye open. Just a crack. The light is blinding. It hurts like a knife in the retina. I see a blur. A shape. It resolves into a face. Paul. He looks terrified. Amber, he breathes. Can you hear me? I blink. Once. He exhales. A long, shuddering breath. He leans close. The nurse and doctor are standing back, giving us a moment. They think it's a tender reunion. "You're awake," Paul whispers. His face changes. The relief vanishes, replaced by that cold, hard mask I saw in the car. "Listen to me," he hisses. So low only I can hear. "You don't remember anything. Do you understand? You don't remember the argument. You don't remember the diary. You don't remember the woman in the road." He grips my hand. "It hurts. If you say a word about what I know, I will destroy you. I will tell them everything. About Taylor, about the fire, about what you and Claire did." He pulls back and smiles. A fake, plastic smile for the doctors. "Oh, thank God," he says loudly. "She's back. My wife is back." I stare at him, the monster in the nice shirt. I am awake. I am back in the world. And I am in more danger now than I was in the coma. I close my eyes again. Think, Amber. Think. I need a plan. I need to become a liar again. I need to be better at it than I have ever been. I open my eyes. I look at Paul. I soften my expression. I summon tears. "Paul," I croak. My voice is broken glass. "I'm here, baby," he says. "What happened?" I ask. "Where am I?" I see the confusion in his eyes. He's testing me. "You were in an accident," he says. "Do you remember?" I pause. I let the silence stretch. "No," I whisper. "I don't remember anything." I look at him with wide, innocent eyes. "Who are you?" The lie is perfect. It is a masterpiece. Paul freezes. The color drains from his face. You don't know who I am?" "No," I say. "I don't know who I am." Amnesia, the ultimate shield. It buys me time. It erases the diary. It erases the argument. It resets the board. The doctor steps forward, looking concerned but intrigued. Retrograde amnesia. It's not uncommon with severe head trauma. It might be temporary. I see, Paul stammers. He looks at me, searching for a crack in the facade. But I am impenetrable. I learn from the best. I learn from Taylor. "I'm your husband, Amber," he says slowly. "I'm Paul." "Paul," I repeat, testing the word like it's foreign. "You seem nice." I see a flicker of something in his eyes. Relief or calculation? He thinks he's safe. He thinks if I don't remember. He doesn't have to leave me yet. He doesn't have to carry out his threats. He can play the grieving, supportive husband a little longer. But he doesn't know. I remember everything. I remember the diary. I remember the smell of his betrayal. I remember Claire in the yellow raincoat. And I remember Taylor. Oh, Taylor. I haven't told you the most important thing about Taylor yet. Taylor isn't just a childhood friend. Taylor isn't just a girl who liked fire. I need to tell you the truth about Taylor. But not yet. Paul is watching. For now, I am the blank slate. I am the helpless victim. I close my eyes and let the doctor check my vitals. Inside, I am sharpening my knives. The game has changed. It's not about survival anymore. It's about winning. And I have one advantage. They think I'm broken. They think I'm weak. They forgot the third rule. Sometimes I lie. And right now, I am lying for my life. The doctor shines a light into my eyes again. It stings, a sharp, intrusive beam that feels like it's searching for the lie hidden behind my retina. "Mrs. Reynolds, can you tell me what year it is?" I blink, forcing a look of vacant confusion. I need to be perfect. I need to be the slate wiped clean. I don't know. I whisper, "Is it 2010? Hall makes a noise in the corner of the room, a sharp intake of breath. He's standing with his arms crossed, watching me like a hawk circling a field mouse. He doesn't believe me. I can feel his skepticism radiating off him in waves. He knows I'm an actress. He knows I lie, but he can't prove it. Not here, not with the doctors watching. It's 2017, Amber. The doctor says gently, "You've had a severe trauma. Memory loss is expected. It often returns in fragments." 2017, I repeat, testing the word. I look at Paul. "And we are married?" "Yes," Paul says. His voice is tight. "We've been married for 10 years. "You look unhappy," I say. It's a risky gambit, but a necessary one. If I'm amnesiac, I would notice a tension without knowing the cause. It makes the performance real. Paul flinches. "I'm just worried about you, Amber. It's been a long week." "A week?" I ask. "You were in a coma," the nurse adds, adjusting my four. "But you're doing remarkably well. Your vitals are strong." My vitals are strong because my adrenaline is spiking. I am in a cage with a predator, pretending to be asleep. "I want to go home," I say. "Not yet," the doctor says. "We need to observe you for at least another 24 hours. We need to make sure there's no swelling." 24 hours. One more night in this sterile box. One more night where Paul can watch me sleep. "I'll stay with her," Paul says. "No," I say quickly, too quickly. Everyone looks at me. I stammer, softening my voice. "You look exhausted." "Paul, you should go home. Sleep. I'll be fine here with the nurses. I need to process this." Paul narrows his eyes. He knows I'm trying to get rid of him, but he can't argue without looking like an ogre in front of the medical staff. "She's right," the nurse says. "Visiting hours are over soon anyway. You should get some rest, Mr. Reynolds. She needs quiet." Paul hesitates. He looks at me, and for a second, the mask slips. I see the rage, the frustration. He wanted me dead, or he wanted me gone. And now I'm here, a blank slate, a problem he can't solve. "Okay," he says, "I'll go, but I'll be back first thing in the morning." He leans in to kiss me. I have to force myself not to recoil. His lips are dry. He smells of stale coffee and secrets. "Sleep well," he whispers. It sounds like a threat. He leaves. The door clicks shut. The air in the room instantly feels lighter. I am alone, but I am not safe. I need to think. I need to plan. Paul knows about the diary. He knows about 1992. He knows what Claire and I did. If he has the diary, or if he read enough of it before Claire took it, he has the power to send me to prison, to destroy everything I built. But he doesn't know I remember. As long as I play the amnesiac, he's paralyzed. He can't accuse me of things I don't remember. He can't threaten a woman who doesn't know who he is. It buys me time, but time is running out. I close my eyes and let the darkness take me back. Not to the coma, but to the source of the rot. To 1992, to Taylor. If you want to understand why I lie, you have to understand Taylor. Diary entry, March 14th, 1992. Taylor is like other girls. She doesn't like dolls anymore. She likes games. But her games have rules that only she knows. Today, we played hospital. She tied me to the chair. She said she had to cut out the bad parts. She used a pair of scissors. She cut my hair. She said I looked prettier without it. I cried. She laughed. She said crying makes me ugly. Taylor was my best friend and my tormentor. It's a complex dynamic, one that adults don't understand. They think bullying is black and white, a victim and a villain, but childhood is a gray zone. I loved her. I hated her. I wanted to be her. She had a power over me that was intoxicating. When she smiled at you, you felt like the sun was shining. When she frowned, you felt like you were freezing to death. And then there was a fire. I told you about the barn. I told you about the dog. But I didn't tell you what happened after. The police came to our house. They asked questions. Where were you girls? The officer asked. He was big. with a mustache that twitched when he spoke. My mother was holding my hand. Her grip was tight, painful. We were watching TV, Taylor said. She didn't blink. She looked the officer right in the eye. We were watching cartoons. Ask Amber. The officer looked at me. Is that true, Amber? I looked at Taylor. She was wearing a pink dress. She looked like an angel, but her eyes were hard little stones. Tell the truth, my conscience screamed. Tell the lie, my fear whispered. Yes, I said. We were watching cartoons. The officer sighed. He believed us. Why wouldn't he? We were 10. We were innocent. That was the moment I realized that truth is fragile. It can be rewritten. It can be erased. And it was the moment Taylor owned me. We shared a secret, a crime, and secrets bind you together tighter than blood. Back in the hospital, the door opens again. It's not Paul. It's Claire. She slips inside, looking over her shoulder like a thief. She's wearing a raincoat. Yellow. My heart hammers against my ribs. The woman in the road. Amber, she whispers. I open my eyes. I have to maintain the charade. Even with Claire. Especially with Claire. Because if Claire knows I remember, she might panic. And a panic Claire is dangerous. Who are you? I ask. My voice is weak. Claire freezes. She drops her bag. Amber, it's me. Claire, your sister. Sister? I frown. I have a sister? Claire rushes to the bed. She grabs my hand. She's crying. Oh, God. Paul said you lost your memory. I didn't believe him. I thought you were faking. She looks at me, searching my face. I keep my expression blank. I don't remember. I say, I'm sorry. It's okay, she sobs. It's okay. I'm here. I'm going to take care of you. She pulls a chair closed. She looks exhausted. Her eyes are red-rimmed. You have to be careful, Amber, she whispers, leaning in close. Paul, he's dangerous. He was asking about the diary again. Diary? I asked innocently. What diary? The one from when we were kids, she says. The one about Taylor. I let a flicker of confusion cross my face. Taylor? Don't worry, she says quickly. You don't need to remember her. She's gone. She can't hurt us anymore. Gone. That's a funny word. Is she dead? Or is she just waiting? But Paul, Claire continues, her voice dropping to a hiss. He thinks you're dangerous. He thinks you tried to hurt him in the car. Why would I hurt him? Because he was leaving you, Claire says. He wrote that letter. He was leaving you for someone else. Someone else. The perfume. Who? I ask. I don't know, Claire says, but I think it might be someone we know. She looks away. She's hiding something. Claire is a terrible liar. She fidgets. She picks at her cuticles. Claire, I say, why are you wearing that raincoat? She looks down at the yellow plastic. It's raining outside. Why? I had a dream about a yellow coat. Claire stiffens. She pulls her hand away. Dreams are just dreams. Amber, they aren't real. She stands up. I have to go. Paul will be back. I can't let him see me here. He banned me from the hospital. Why? Because he knows I took the diary. He knows I'm protecting you. She kisses my forehead. Trust no one, Amber. Not even him. Especially not him. She leaves. I watch the door close. Trust no one. That includes you, Claire, because I remember the road. I remember the figure in the rain. And I remember the look on your face right before the glass shattered. You weren't trying to save me. I close my eyes. I need to rest. Tomorrow I go home, to the house with the husband who hates me, to the life I don't remember. But tonight I have work to do. I need to access the memories I've repressed. The ones deeper than 1992. The ones about why Taylor disappeared. Because Taylor didn't just move away. We did something to her. Didn't we? The morning of my discharge is a blur of paperwork and fake smiles. Paul arrives at 8 a.m. sharp. He plays the doting husband perfectly for the nurses, holding my arm, carrying my bag, asking about my medication schedule. It makes my skin crawl. Every touch feels like a violation. Ready to go home, darling? He asks. Yes, I say, keeping my voice small. I want to see where we live. The drive home is excruciating. It's the same car, or maybe a rental. It smells new. We drive past the spot where the accident happened. There are skid marks on the road, shattered glass in the ditch. I stare at it. Do you remember anything? Paul asks, glancing at me. No, I lie. It looks scary. It was, he says grimly. You lost control. You were screaming. You grabbed the wheel. Liar. I didn't grab the wheel. You swerved. We pull up to the house. It's a nice house. Suburban. Manicured lawn. A facade of normalcy. Paul unlocks the door. Welcome home. I step inside. It feels like walking into a museum of a stranger's life. The furniture is familiar, yet alien. There are photos on the wall. Us, smiling, on a beach, at a wedding. We look happy. Photos are the biggest lies of all. They capture a microsecond of smile and pretend it represents a whole life. I put your things in the guest room. Paul says, I thought, since you don't remember, you might want some space. Thank you. I say, that's considerate. It's not considerate. It's strategic. He doesn't want me in our bed. He doesn't want to sleep next to the enemy. I go upstairs. The guest room is cold. It smells of dust. I sit on the bed. I wait. I need to find the diary. Claire said she took it, but Claire is chaotic. She might have hidden it here before she left. Or maybe Paul found it and took it back. I hear Paul downstairs. He's on the phone. I creep to the door. I open a crack. She doesn't remember. He says. His voice is low. No, nothing. It's a clean slate. Yes, I know. No, I can't do it now. It looks too suspicious. We have to wait. He's talking to her. The mistress. I love you too, he whispers. I feel a stab of pain, not jealousy. Jealousy implies hope. This is just grief. Grief for the 10 years I wasted on a man who is plotting my demise. I close the door. I need a weapon. Information is a weapon. I start searching the room. Under the mattress. Behind the dresser. Nothing. I go into the hallway. Paul is in his study. The door is closed. I walk to the master bedroom. Our bedroom. It smells of him and her. That floral perfume is faint, but it's there, embedded in the curtains. I go to the closet. I check the shoe boxes, the pockets of his coats. Nothing. Then I see it. On the nightstand. A book, not a diary. A novel. It's Paul's new manuscript. I pick it up. The Wife Who Forgot. I open it. Chapter 1. She woke up with empty eyes. A doll with the stuffing pulled out. He watched her, wondering if she was faking. Wondering if she knew he had loosened the brakes. My blood freezes. Loosen the brakes. Is this fiction? Or is this a confession? Paul writes what he knows. He always has. I flip through the pages. It's us. It's a distorted, twisted version of us. In the book, the wife is a psychopath. She manipulates him. She lies. And the husband is the victim who finally snaps. He knew he had to kill her. It was self-defense. She was a cancer, eating him alive. I hear footsteps on the stairs. I drop the manuscript. I scramble back to the door. Paul appears in the hallway. He sees me coming out of the bedroom. What are you doing? He snaps. I was looking for the bathroom. I stammer. I got lost. He stares at me. He walks over, invading my space. He towers over me. The bathroom is down the hall. He says, "Don't go in there again. That's my room." "I'm sorry," I whisper. "Go downstairs," he says. "I made lunch." I walk past him. My heart is pounding like a drum. He loosened the brakes. I have to check the car report. I have to find out if the police found anything mechanical. But I can't. I have no phone, no computer. Hall has isolated me. I go to the kitchen. There's a sandwich on the table. Ham and cheese. "Eat," Paul says, walking in behind me. I look at the sandwich. Is it poison? Does he think I'm stupid? I'm not hungry. I say, "You need to eat," he says. His voice is gentle, but his eyes are hard. "You're weak." I feel sick. I say, "I think I need to lie down." "Fine," he says. "Starve." He picks up the sandwich and throws it in the bin. "I'm going out," he says, "to the pharmacy to get your pills." "Pills for your head." The doctor prescribed them. He grabs his keys. "Don't leave the house," he warns. "You might get lost." He leaves. I wait until I hear the car drive away. Then I run, not outside, to his study. It's locked, of course. I run to the kitchen. I grab a knife. I shimmy the lock. It's an old trick Taylor taught me. Locks are just suggestions. Amber. The door clicks open. I slip inside. The room smells of stale smoke and whiskey. I go to his desk. I open his laptop. Password protected. I try his birthday. Incorrect. I try our anniversary. Incorrect. I try Kelly, the name I suspect. Incorrect. Then I try Taylor. Access granted. My stomach drops. Why is his password Taylor? I open his files. I search for diary. Nothing. I search for Claire, and I find a folder. Claire evidence. I click it. Photos. Hundreds of them. Photos of Claire, walking the dog, at the park, at her house. He's been stalking her. And then a document. Timeline of 1992. He knows. He's pieced it together. August 21st. The fire. Taylor disappears. August 22nd. Amber and Claire questioned. August 23rd. Police close the case. Accidental fire. Notes. No body found. Teeth don't melt. Where is she? He knows Taylor wasn't in the barn. He knows we didn't kill her. So where is she? I hear a car pull into the driveway. He's back. I shut the laptop. I wipe the keys. I run out of the study. I lock the door behind me. I make to the guest room just as the front door opens. "Amber," he calls out. "Up here." I call back. My voice is breathless. He comes up the stairs. He's holding a paper bag. "Got your meds," he says. He hands me a bottle. Orange plastic. No label. "Take 2, he says. "They'll help you sleep." I look at the pills. They are blue. I don't know what they are. "Thank you." I say. I go to the bathroom. I run the water. I flush the pills down the toilet. I come out. "Did you take them?" he asks. "Yes," I lie. "Good," he says. "Now rest." He closes the door. I hear the lock click from the outside. He's locked me in. I am a prisoner in my own home, but I have a secret weapon. He thinks I'm trapped. He thinks I'm confused. He doesn't know that I found his notes. He doesn't know that he is the one who is trapped, because if he's looking for Taylor, he's looking in the wrong place. Taylor isn't missing. Taylor isn't dead. I need to go back to 1992 last time. I need to tell you the ending of that story. The part 1 left out. The part about who Taylor really was. The room is darkening. The shadows lengthen across the floorboards, stretching like fingers reaching for the bed. I am locked in. But locks don't stop memories. In fact, isolation makes them louder. I need to tell you about the day after the fire. 1992. We stood in the ashes, Claire and I. The barn was gone, just charred beams and the smell of wet smoke. "She's gone," Claire whispered. She was 12, old enough to be scared, young enough to believe in magic. "We killed her." "No," I said. I was holding something in my pocket. "We didn't." I pulled it out, a ribbon, Taylor's red ribbon. "I found this," I said, "in the woods behind the barn." "So she ran away?" Claire asked, hope flooding her face. "Yes," I lied. "I didn't find it in the woods. I found it in my own pocket, because Taylor gave it to me right before she lit the match." "You're the special one now," she had whispered. "I'm going to go away, and you have to be me." I didn't understand then. I thought it was a game, but Taylor didn't run away. I know she didn't run away because I saw her go into the cellar beneath the barn before the fire started. I saw her close the trapdoor. I didn't tell Claire. I didn't tell the police. I let them believe it was an accident. I let them believe she vanished. Why? Because I wanted to be her. I wanted her power. I wanted her fearlessness. And when she was gone, I took it. I became the liar. I became the manipulator. I absorbed her personality like a sponge. But now, lying in this guest room, I wonder, did I absorb her, or did she take over? Is Taylor a ghost haunting me, or is she a part of my own fractured mind? A noise downstairs snaps me back to the present. Glass breaking, a thud, then shouting. Where is it? Give it to me. It's a woman's voice. Claire? No, it's louder, rougher. I run to the window. I look down at the driveway. There's a car there, a blue sedan. Old, battered. I don't recognize it. I press my ear to the floor. You promised, the woman is screaming. You said you'd leave her. You said we'd have the money. Keep your voice down. Paul hisses. She's upstairs. I don't care. I'm done waiting, Paul. I did my part. I messed with the car. I sent the letters. My blood runs cold. I messed with the car. It wasn't Paul. It was her. The mistress. She loosened the brakes. She tried to kill me. And Paul knows. I need the diary, the woman screams. If she remembers, if she tells the police, we both go down. I don't have it. Paul yells. Claire took it. Then get it from Claire, or I will. I hear a struggle, a crash, then silence. I back away from the door. They are coming for me, or they are coming for Claire. I have to get out. I look at the window. It's a second-story drop, but there's a trellis, a rose trellis. I open the window. The cold air hits me. I climb out. The thorns tear at my hands. My hospital gown gets caught, ripping. I slide down. I hit the grass. My ankle twists, but I don't feel it. Adrenaline is a powerful anesthetic. I run to the blue sedan. The keys are in the ignition. I don't think. I get in. I turn the key. The engine roars to life. The front door of the house flies open. Paul runs out. Amber, stop. Behind him, a woman appears. I look at her face. It's not a stranger. It's not a random mistress. I know her. She has red hair. She has eyes like a doll. It's Taylor, but it can't be Taylor. Taylor is dead. Taylor burned in 1992, but the woman standing on my porch, she looks exactly like Taylor would look if she grew up. She smiles, a sharp, teeth-baring smile. Run, rabbit, run, she screams. I slam on the gas. I peel out of the driveway. I drive. I don't know where I'm going. I just drive. My mind is shattering. Taylor's alive, and she's sleeping with my husband, and she tried to kill me. It's impossible, unless Unless I've been lying to myself about 1992 for 25 years. Unless Taylor didn't die in the barn. Unless she escaped. And she's been waiting for revenge. I look in the rearview mirror. Paul is getting into his car. He's coming after me. I need to find Claire. Claire has a diary. The diary has the truth. I drive toward Claire's house. But as I drive, a memory surfaces. A real memory. Not a lie. The barn. The fire. I did see Taylor go into the cellar. But I also saw someone else. I saw Claire lock the door. Claire locked the trapdoor. We killed her. We killed her together. So, who was the woman on the porch? I pull up to Claire's house. It's dark. I run to the door. I pound on it. Claire, open up. No answer. I try the handle. Locked. I break the window with a rock. I climb in. Claire. I run upstairs. To her bedroom. Empty. I check the kids' rooms. Empty. Gone. I go to the kitchen. There's a note on the table. Amber, if you're reading this, I'm sorry. I couldn't protect you anymore. Paul knows. He found us. I took the kids. I'm going to the police. I'm going to tell them everything. About 1992. About Taylor. About us. P.S. The diary is in the microwave. I run to the microwave. I open it. There it is. My old diary. Pink cover. Lock broken. I grab it. I hear a car pull up outside. Paul and Taylor. I have nowhere to go. I open the back door. I run into the garden. I climb the fence. I run into the woods. The same woods where we found a ribbon. I run until I can't breathe. I collapse under a tree. I open the diary. I turn to the last page. The one I never reread. August 21st, 1992. We did it. She's gone. No more bullying. No more fear. Claire locked the door. I lit the match. We are free, but I kept a ribbon, just in case she comes back. I look up. Through the trees, I see a flashlight beam. Amber, Paul's voice. Come out. We just want to talk. We can help you, the woman's voice calls out. I clutch the diary to my chest. I am trapped in the woods with my husband and a ghost. But then a thought strikes me. A terrible, wonderful thought. If Taylor is dead and Claire and I killed her, then who is the woman with Paul? I look closely at the flashlight beam. I see the woman's face again in my mind. She doesn't look like Taylor. She looks like me. She looks exactly like me. And then it hits me. The final lie. The one I told myself so many times I believed it. I don't have a sister named Claire. Claire isn't real. Claire is a part of me that is good. The part that is a mother. The part that protects. But Taylor is real. And the woman on the porch, that wasn't Taylor. That was my sister. My twin sister. The one I tried to kill in the fire. The one I thought was dead. Taylor Reynolds. My husband isn't having an affair with a stranger. He's having an affair with my twin. And they are trying to finish what I started in 1992. I stand up. The fear is gone. Because now I know the rules of the game. I'm not Amber the victim. I'm Amber the survivor. I'm the girl who lit the match. I close the diary. I put it in my pocket. I pick up a heavy rock. I step out from behind the tree. Paul, I call out. The flashlight swings toward me. Amber, he says. Thank God. Come here. Who is she, Paul? I ask. The woman steps forward. She is smiling. Hello, sister. She says, hello, Taylor. I say, you look terrible. She says, hospital food doesn't suit you. You look burned. I say, and she does. Up close. I can see the scars on her neck. The scars I gave her. Fire purifies, she whispers. Why are you doing this? I ask Paul, because she understands me. Paul says, She knows what it's like to be broken. You just pretend. He loves me, Taylor says. He loves my scars. He loves my darkness. He hates your lies. I'm going to kill you, she says casually, like you tried to kill me. She pulls out a knife. Paul, I say, she's crazy. She'll kill you too. No, Paul says, we're partners. We're writing the ending together. The ending of the book? I ask. The ending of you, Taylor says. She lunges. I dodge. I swing the rock. It hits her in the shoulder. She stumbles. I run. I run back toward the house. I need a phone. I need the police. But as I run, I realize something. If Claire isn't real, then who visited me in the hospital? Who gave me the warning? Who wrote the note in the kitchen? I stop. Sometimes I lie. Maybe I'm lying about Claire not being real. Maybe I'm lying about the twin. Maybe I'm still in a coma. I look at my hands. They are shaking. I look at the house. It's glowing. It's on fire. Someone lit the house on fire. I hear laughing. Childish laughter. Do it again. Do it again. I turn around. There is no Paul. There is no Taylor. There is just me, standing in the woods, holding a matchbook. I look at the matchbook. The wife who forgot. I open it. One match is missing. Did I light the fire? Am I the monster? I hear sirens in the distance. I drop the rock. I drop the diary. I sit down in the grass. I wait for them to come. Because the truth is, I don't know which story is real anymore. I don't know if I'm the victim or the villain. I don't know if I'm awake or asleep. All I know is my name is Amber Reynolds, and sometimes I lie. And that is the terrifying labyrinth of sometimes I lie. Just when you think you found the exit, the walls move. Is Taylor real? Is Claire real? Or is Amber trapped in a prison of her own making? This story isn't just a thriller. It's a mirror. It asks you, how much of your own life is a story you tell yourself? And if you woke up tomorrow with no memory, would you trust the person sleeping next to you? If that final twist melted your brain, if you are questioning reality right now, then you are exactly where you belong. You are a moon whisperer. Do not scroll past. Look at that subscribe button. It's right there. Click it. Join us. We are building the smartest, darkest community on YouTube. We don't do happy endings. We do the truth, even when it hurts. And that bell icon, ring it, because the next story I have for you, it's about a maid who cleans a house's serial killer and decides to help him. You do not want to miss it. Hit the like button if you think Amber is the villain. Hit the like button if you think she's still in the coma. Just hit it. Let the algorithm know we want more mind-bending psychological horror. I have a final question for you, a test of your perception. Tell me in the comments below, is Claire real, or is she a figment of Amber's imagination? Give me your theory. I will be reading every single comment. I'm friend, and remember, sometimes the scariest lies are the ones we tell ourselves. Good night, and wake up